laying it up. You keep it laying it up. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Controlled Burn. I am your host, Brandon Fountain, and this is
I'm Shane.
just Shane.
What's up, y'all? I am your co-host, Shane Davis, and we are still the Controlled Burn.
You know what? I just thought of something.
Are we going to rebrand? We are the Out of Control Burn.
Ooh, I love it.
We're going wild today.
Hey, if in this relationship, in this podcast,
Relation shit.
yes, it is sometimes. There is no. I love that. There is no. Like we are equals in this podcast. So
Allegedly.
is it I'm a co-host and you're a co-host, or is it just you just say host and co-host because the host is just whoever speaks first, or is it always co-hosts?
So
How's that
every
work?
episode, whoever jumps on the intro first
Is that the host?
is the host of that show.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then whoever doesn't, they're second fiddle. So whoever jumps in first kind of stirs the ship.
It just feels like it should always be co-host, right?
Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty yeah, because you can't be host.
Or just say one of your hosts.
Or yeah, well, I think both work. I think everything. I think all. If this was a
feels
multiple choice where you had to fill in the
fair.
bubble, I think you would hit all
It
of
felt
the
weird
above.
when I said host and then you said co-host. It made it not feel right. We just because I just wanted it to be 50-50.
Well, that might because you're probably halfway through that Red Bull and you were giving wings. Oh man, this
Bro,
about
I'm not
touched
even
my
a third
face.
way through it yet.
Hold on.
I just cracked it.
That almost touched my lips.
Mine's wet. I've been
Oh,
touching mine
okay.
all day.
So, I had a cool surprise that my man's over here's a little salty about. We've all spent the last, 15, 20, 30 minutes getting a little bit of the cold shoulder.
Yeah, and you're gonna keep getting it too.
So,
Just FYI.
I showed up to a gift
Yay.
on the Controlled
Happy
Burn
for
today.
you, Shane.
Shout out to Neat Media. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we're super happy.
It's heavy. Like, I was kind of expecting it to be a box that you open up to another box, that you open up to another box, and then you get to, like, a fuck you. And
Hope
which
it's a fucking brick.
it's not quite that heavy. It might be a bag of gold. You know what I mean?
Dicks.
So, what are you drawing over there?
I'm gonna fucking color.
You're
okay?
gonna color?
Yeah, I'm
Why-
pissed. You're gonna talk about your gift, and I'm gonna fucking color, so my brain doesn't think about how this is bullshit.
One day, sir, you're gonna get a gift on the Controlled Burn.
I'm an artist now, and I'm gonna be an artist until this little segment that you're done with, or that you're doing, is done with. So carry on.
I was fully expecting there would be a bunch of penises there.
Well, that would be my next one, and it
I
would be
mean,
called
you're
The
not-
Memoirs of Shane
You're not far.
and Zoe.
You're in the degrees to Kevin Bacon. That mushroom is fairly close to a penis.
I'm sorry, you talking to me?
I am.
I'm in my own world doing my fucking mushrooms, doing my mushroom pictures.
Hold on. Do you know what this is?
Nope.
All right. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this to where I don't spill my drink.
Hope you fucking spill it.
I want you to know, sir, you're gonna feel bad about this little
Better be a gift for both.
bad attitude you're having.
Better be a fucking gift card, and 50% of it's mine.
That boy good. Bro. How'd y'all know? Did I say this on the show? Frosted Flakes is the best cereal around. Did y'all get this because I'm white?
Fuck y'all.
Thank you guys so much. They're great. I love it. Dude, I just want you to know.
I didn't get any fuck Captain Crunch. That's my favorite. FYI.
My wife's gonna see that, and there's always Frosted Flakes at my house. Like, 'cause I don't eat. Like, I've got that milk makes me shit problem, and so I don't do it a lot. But when I want some cereal, it's some Frosted Flakes. But I discovered, you know, those little goldfish s'mores that I brought around. They have a They have a cereal that's s'mores. Dog,
it's great.
It's the best cereal I've ever had in my life. Because did you ever have Golden Grahams?
Yeah, that's top 5 for me.
So imagine Cocoa Puffs, Golden Grahams, and then the marshmallows from Lucky Charms making a baby and having its own cereal.
No, that's great.
It's the best, dude. I eat that shit dry. Like I'm. It's been because it's the off-brand, like the Malto-Mill brand, whatever they are.
Sure.
And at Dollar General, it's like 2 bags for $7, something like that. I literally will go buy 2, put 1 downstairs, and then put 1 in my bedroom. So
for either dry in your room.
Yeah. It's.
You want to know something crazy? Even as a kid, I've never. So when I was a kid, I loved Cheerios, Raisin Bran, Rice Krispies. Raisin Bran's not, well, yeah, it is one of the bland cereals, but what I'm saying is, like, I loved the bland cereal, even cornflakes.
And then dumping sugar on it?
No sugar. No, that's what I was about to say. Even as a kid, 100%, never. Like, my great-grandma, would, like, make me a bowl of cereal, and, like, I remember times where she'd put sugar, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Gross.
I don't even.
I know.
That doesn't, because
But I like the sweet cereals, too. I just don't like.
I couldn't imagine an unsweet cereal.
Excessively sweet cereals.
No, dude, because
like my
if you
take Crap and Crunch, LOL.
No, Captain Crunch.
It's always been my favorite.
It always will scratch the top of my mouth.
Yeah, but it's a good,
you know what I'm talking about? Like you hit like a weird like
gets
like,
raw.
Yeah. No,
Worth
Captain Crunch is great, and I don't like the all berries bullshit. I need my yellows with my berries, but with my Ganny, she always had cornflakes.
Yep.
Which I don't even think my kids know what a cornflake is.
Toasties.
And then Cheerios, like the not honey nut ones. And I mean, I would take spoonfuls of sugar and dump it in there, and it would make your milk delicious. And at the very end of it, you'd always cut out, you got to put too much sugar in it. You'd have like a cup of milk soaked sugar at the bottom of it that you would and slurp every little bit.
That's what I
of
don't
that.
like.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's, dude.
You're a serial killer.
We were so unhealthy. Like, dude. I remember being like, I went to boot camp at one point, and I spent my whole life like, we had Tiki Punch, we had Strawberry Kiwi, we were Shasta people, and like. I had never gone in like memory like any a significant amount of time without drinking some kind of soda by the time I was 18 years old. And I was fat, so I wasn't allowed to drink shit with sugar in it. Like, dude, it was, I went to like a water or a drink fountain to go pour me like a root beer, and these guys are like, "The fuck are you doing?" I was like, getting a drink? Like, what do you mean? They were like, nah, bro, look at your titties. They were like, no, you ain't drinking that. And so I went like a solid month or two without drinking any soda, like or any sugary, no juice, no nothing like that, just water. And
that's so tough when you.
It's crazy the difference. Like it literally, like as soon as I was allowed to. I mean, I jumped right into it. Maybe probably jumped on some orange soda, something.
Was it too sweet at first?
It was gross.
Yes,
like it was. I didn't finish it. Like, and even to this day, like I just never got back on like Mountain Dew. I like a Mountain Dew occasionally. Mountain Dew Zero's the shit. I like a root beer or an orange soda every now and then, but I've never I'm not Coke, Dr. Pepper. I can't stand Dr. Pepper. That's I think Dr. Pepper sucks.
Really?
You heard it here first. Dr. Pepper is the worst soda out of all the sodas.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm not like the crazy Dr. Pepper head, but I do enjoy a nice cold Dr. Pepper, especially the strawberries and cream one. That's fire.
I don't know if I've tried that one.
It's good.
Oh, dude, I give everything a fair shot. It's just Dr. Pepper every time I drink it, I'm gonna burp. Like there's not a but I don't. That
comes with the territory.
It's not worth. And bro, my wife, she gets every time she gets McDonald's, every fucking time she gets a large frozen Coke. And
Bro, what is happening?
What?
Right now, back to back, one of my customers just called, then Cole called, then Megan called, and then Samantha called. Real life. It's happening in front of my very eyes. Look at this.
Do they all want different things?
I hope so, because if not, something, the world's ended or something. Look at this. 453, 454, 455, 455. That just happened.
I bet 3 of them people are calling about the same thing. I bet they need a question answered. That's okay. Peek in the old. Use your Slack, lad. The old Slack will get you there.
Yeah.
Shout out Dan.
Dan.
My guy Irish Dan.
Yeah.
He told me happy birthday a couple weeks ago. I'm bad about responding to people on Messenger, but he hit me up. Dude, that guy is a fucking legend. Irish Daniel Gallagher.
We've got an Irish guy that so he doesn't go to our church because he lives in Ireland, but so I had my men's retreat this weekend.
Yeah, dude, how'd that go? Yeah. I you called me, I think Friday night, right before our boy got fucked up. Yeah, it was Tiny, right? Shout out Tiny.
So
hope you get speedy recovery. Does he know what the damage that he did yet? Or?
Yes, dude. Let me tell you this.
Please.
So let me set the tone here. So okay, I have so it's not just my church, but I have a men's group, if you will. Most of us all go to the same church, but there's this men's ministry called Cave Time USA, and it is basically just
it's like the Little Rascals.
The He-Man Woman Head and Club?
Yeah, it's the no hose allowed.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's just a ministry for men, but aimed at men, that gives men helps men live their life day to day, right?
Well, it's kind of like a structure.
Trying to a little bit. It's not like a cult, because it always sounds, when you're trying to explain something like that, it always toes the line of, is that a cult?
Well, it's all a little culty, but you know what I mean?
But it's like, okay, so like when you have a religion that you follow, obviously we have a general rule book, a guidebook, the Bible, right? And everything is biblical. But it's tough sometimes as a dude, and especially in today's world right now. So this is like a group of men that have the same faith. That it's hard in two ways to be a man right now. It's hard because masculinity is really looked down upon in the culture that we're in today.
Straight up.
But also, because of everything that goes on in the world, it's really easy to get tempted to do stupid shit as a man. And no one knows that better than, men. So it's good to have a set of brothers that are going to keep you in check, help keep you in check, pray for one another, be there for each other, that believe the same way. So they have the same core set of morals. So, it's nice.
It's a cool perspective exchange.
Yes,
the way
absolutely.
It looks.
And so these are just so anyways, it's a big organization. It's called Cave Time USA. It's huge. It's in a lot of countries, and it was all started by the guy that is the pastor of my church. He's a doctor, pretty cool dude, theological doctor, not a like MD.
Isn't he on a couple television shows?
He's he's an author, so he's wrote a shit ton of books, and then he's
give him a shout out. What's his name?
Dr. Jeff Foth. Dr. Jeff Foth. He's great. But he is an author. He's a very smart dude, man. He's an actual PhD. He's a professor at ORU as well, and then also he pastors a church and also runs an organization called Cave Time USA. So he's a busy dude. But he's a wonderful dude, and he's one of the few. The whole reason why I go to this church and go to these events is I'm not, me, bro. I'm not I am the kind of guy that gets a cool new, thing and wants to just go crazy and go ham because I'm just, balls in all the time. But I'm not one of those, like, motivational speeches, rah, like,
No, you're not.
easily swayed, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not me, and I've always
That usually sways you the other way.
Yeah, and I've always just kind of said, like, oh, man, shit like that's for weak-minded ass dudes. Until you find your thing, and you find something like this. But, yeah, man, I was having a, I think as a Christian, and you're not, like, super Christian, like, you believe in the Bible, you believe in God and stuff, right? But you're not, like, like, super Christian. But even you would probably understand, like, dude, I was struggling with my faith, right? Like, I was like, I don't know what to believe. Like, I was really struggling with faith. Life kicks you in the ass a whole lot, and it makes people, start questioning their religious, because you start thinking, like, man, how can this shit be? How can there be a creator that loves us, and all this terrible shit's happening? So, yeah, and then of course you see all the shit that happens in the world, and kids getting GRAPED'd and dying and cancer, and it's just like, yeah, man, there's no way. If there is a God, that guy sucks.
Right.
So it's easy to get to feeling that way, and so I was kind of at a point where I was really questioning my faith, and I didn't know what I believed, and I was really like, oh, you know what? I think I'm really spiritual. I was going down this spiritual path. And
the tone in which you say that
was real cocksuckery. Yeah, a little bit. Sorry. But anyways, yeah. So, but then I've met Steve Roper, and
how'd you do that? Out of curiosity.
Met him at Walmart, I think.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you? Y'all are welcome.
But met Steve Roper, and he went to this church. He invited me to go, and I was just trying to sell product to him because he owned a very good dispensary.
I worked with a Steve for not a crazy amount of time before you guys met each other, but
yeah,
I knew
you'd sold to him.
Yeah, well, he's my customer for a while, and you were needing to get some people in Sapulpa.
Yes,
and I just was like, dude, you guys, like, y'all will click. And yeah, I mean,
everybody had told me that dude was they were like, man, he's kind of a cocksucker. Like, he's really hard to get in front of. If you do get in front of him, they're real hard to sell. And you kind of helped set it up, and then I kind of teed it, you teed it up, and I knocked it out of the park because I kind of.
No, there was no way you guys weren't gonna get along. Like I
got to go around the whole, like, each good dispensary usually has some gatekeepers, and I was able to get around the gatekeepers. And met Steve, and I was like, man, people say this guy sucks. This guy's great, dude.
No, Steve's one of the best. Like,
I went to go meet him for lunch, and he was like, you want to try with me? And I was like, yeah. And which is, that's a lot for me because I don't like to be stranded or feel like I'm stranded. I always like to drive. Like, I just say people I'm going to meet.
I would have been like, no, I'm good. I'll meet you there. And that's where you dive in. You'll dive in with people. I
dove.
I am very much like, our job is, partly to be your friend, not to be fake. Like, it's kind of weird to say that, but you do want to try to, build some kind of a rapport or friendship with your customers. But with Steve, like, he's a guy that, like, and here's the thing, you guys are close. Like, you guys are very good friends.
Oh, dude,
I consider Steve a friend. Like, if I was in need of something, I could call Steve, and if he could help me with something that was, in his lane, he would. Like, just naturally, he's just a good dude. Like,
yep.
He takes care of his circle. And that's something that's rare. Like, it's you can have all the friends, you can have all the Facebook people, get all the likes, have all the comments, all this stuff, but having 4 or 5 people in your life that that got your back, and even the people that will line you out when you're fucking up, like, dude, it's you've got to have that. Like, I feel so bad for people who don't.
No, yeah, like, I feel, and there's a lot of people in the world that don't have that, bro.
Dude,
crazy.
So, Braden,
for someone like me, it takes a few because I need a lot of help.
Mess.
I'm a mess.
No, so Bray, we live in Owasso, and she goes to school out there, and she has I'm hoping I'm not messing up here, but she has a best friend that her parents got a job opportunity and had to move to Seattle like a year or two ago.
That sucks.
But they were so close that her parents like really value their friendship, and we do so much. Like it's just knowing that that's a lifelong friend. Like no matter what, like they're just they're stuck. And she is surprised my daughter. Like her parents flew her out on my daughter's birthday last year, and when she walked in, her friend was chilling in the living room. This year, for her friend's birthday, Braden is flying to Seattle in 10 days. In 10 days, she's going to Seattle, and they have it worked out where, because she's never been on a plane.
Who's paying for her to go out there?
Her friend's parents.
Oh, that's dope.
Not my,
they got
not me.
They got some money.
I mean, I don't.
You could afford a plane ticket, but I'm just saying, like, I know, like, it's expensive, bro.
I mean, it's about to be Halloween. I got all these little critters and need costumes. You know what I mean? Like, if it was up to me, it might not have happened. But but no, her friend's parents, they paid for a round trip. They're flying her out there. Her friend has no idea.
That's awesome,
she's literally gonna just boom, surprise, and Bray's gonna be there. Like it's that's the kind of shit.
She excited?
Oh, dude! Like
I bet she's pumped, dude.
Well, and
what's her friend's name?
I don't want to put names and stuff.
Oh fuck, never mind. Well, no, the only reason I'm asking is because I keep getting this suggested friend, and I thought it was Bray, but it's because they're both in each other's profile picture. Is that the friend?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just cut that name out. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I wondered that because I remember you telling me the story about that being her, like, her having a bestie, but I couldn't remember her name. And so I keep getting this damn suggested friend on Facebook, and it's weird when you have
a girl
like
child,
a young child girl suggested friend. I'm like, hey man, why the fuck is this girl popping up? But it makes sense now because it's I think I'm friends with Bray on Facebook, so that makes sense.
They Braden and Dane and Araya,
does Araya have a bestie too?
Yeah, like
I love that.
They all like Dane. His bestie was from Sapulpa when we lived out there.
Make sure the other ones get besties.
Yeah, well, and
need
it. They've all. My older kids all have a person, and that's it. I would rather have that than them have 200 friends. And like I'm just like, dude, like having the people that you can actually be real with is so fucking important, man. Because your kids can't be real with their parents all the time. You know what I mean? Like me and Dane, like we have a great relationship. Like me and my son, we have like he's my buddy, like he's my friend. But I'm his dad, so I have to kick him in the ass more than I like. It sucks, but I have to be.
Otherwise, you raise a 35-year-old that still lives with you,
right? And so it's one of those things. Him having somebody that he can go shit on me about, like it's vital. Like
100%.
And the older you get, and we've talked about this, like most people don't really have that. Like it's crazy. Like it's
actually crazy.
I couldn't we drive each other mad.
Get ready for the sap. Here it comes.
But like we can fucking count on each other. 100%. Like with anything. Like literally, there's not a lot that.
There's nothing in my life that I cannot tell you.
I would rather, if I was like in a, knock on wood, God forbid, if I was in a tragic accident where somebody had to wipe my ass for, a period of time.
You should have your wife do that.
I'd prefer it to be you. You know what I mean? Like it's just so it's on the record, because
Cameron's going to call me, Brandon.
It's on record. It's on record.
Show me the clip. He said it right here.
I don't want, because you know how my penis is gonna look.
Your what?
My penis. If I'm to the point where someone's having to wipe my ass, bro, that thing is gonna be nubbin. You know what I'm saying?
Why'd you call it a penis?
Because it's going to be a tiny penis.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be,
tracking.
like when you're sick, your penis moving, like
100%.
Your turtle heading, like that's.
Isn't that crazy? It's all much smaller and literally, it's as sickly feeling as you are.
No, I jacked that. So Shane Gillis says that. I didn't jack that.
Whoa, man!
not in Tina's form, but.
We're going to have to change the rating of the show.
But no, Shane Gillis, he put me on Tina's. And,
I was wondering, man.
No, it's the perfect fucking description of your nub and wang. Like, it's I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
How did we get here? So anyway, let me get back to my church retreat.
Yeah, let's go back to the church. Yeah.
Wow. That was intense. So I went on that. It was great this weekend. Honestly, probably, man, I'm such a terrible witness. It's probably, so this is my third year in a row to go. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event.
It's an 8-air?
It's in, I think technically. So it used to be called Dry Gulch. Now it's called New Life Ranch.
That's where they do the Christmas train.
They used to do the Christmas train, yes.
They don't do that no more?
No, like 3 or 4 years ago was the last year. You don't remember? It was a big thing, like last year of the Christmas train. Like it was announced.
I haven't gone since I was a child.
What's funny is that train is not there. And I think that train was there all the time.
Is that Western Town you
Yes.
showed me? That was where the Christmas train was.
Yes.
That's crazy. I have been there. That's wild.
Well, here's what's crazy. Dude, first of all, state of the art facilities. Dude, go-kart track. Badass pool with slides and shit. Of course, all that was closed. Or that was closed.
Did you race? Did you go kart?
No, they did it Thursday night, and they didn't open it Friday, and I didn't do it Thursday night. I wasn't there Thursday. I got late. Came late. So yeah, I felt like an idiot because last year they did it 2 nights. Like they had them open both nights. This night they only did it 1 night. I don't know why, but they had some other cool shit that they didn't have last year. So they have axe throwing, dope. They had archery, dope. They've got cornhole. They've got billiards. They've got a life-size foosball.
Yeah, you
Pretty
showed
cool.
me that.
I'll show you that. Yeah. They've got dude. There's so much. There's so much to do there. So much. They have a ropes course. You seen the hot course? Of course, I didn't do that. Do you know what a ropes course is though?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get up high as shit and you're harnessed in and you do all the which it's not a me thing.
Dude, I've had to do those several times.
No para me.
I hate them. Hate them. I'm not a heightsy guy.
It's just crazy how big they have a big ass lake on the facility there that you can fish in. They've got just so much to do. It's it's a badass in the campsite or in the Western Town. They have a general store has the actual icy brand ices, which we all me and Roper and us we live off those. They're great. They like the Dr. Pepper one.
Ugh.
I don't like Dr. Pepper ices. I think they're disgusting.
It's flat soda.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Bro, it's crazy. I just told you, Cameron gets those frozen Cokes. They're dog shit. She loves them.
The frozen Coke is okay. I just don't like the frozen Dr. Pepper. It tastes like shit to me. I'm a cherry guy.
If I'm drinking a Coke or a Dr. Pepper,
sure,
it's got to have that
100%
fizz. It's got to have that spice.
But yeah, it's just so cool. They have a lot of shit there.
How many people?
Pickleball courts. 352 guys.
It's a lot of guys.
A lot of sausage, baby. A lot of sausage. Glad I didn't stay in the bunkhouses.
So there was an incident that occurred.
So yes, Tiny, who is
not tiny.
No, he's massive.
He's not a small
big feller. He's 6'3", 6'4", about 310 pounds, but
yoked,
uh-huh. Not fat at all. So he was walking up these stairs, and I'll have to show you the stair. I don't know if I showed it to you, but a concrete stair, and you can kind of see it there. You see those stairs?
Show the camera.
They're not going to be able to see it.
I'll send you
the photo. But anywho, so he's walking up the stairs. He misses a step and catches all 300 and something pounds of his force going downward with the tip of his knee and blows it out. Ambulance has to come. He gets carted off, Get this shit, bro. They gave that man a full unit of fentanyl.
That's crazy.
He was immediately loopy.
Oh, I bet.
And then they informed us, I'm assuming it was not a joke. Maybe it was. I don't know. But, like, they also said they were about to give him ketamine on the way there.
I don't even know what that does to you.
Well, it's
I
like
hear about it all the time, but
sure, it's like people tripping on it, call
it's
it
the shit
K-hole.
Matthew Perry died from.
But I don't actually know what the ketamine's use is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think it's a tranquilizer. Let's see here. Is a dissociative anesthetic medication that has both accepted medical uses and the potential for misuse as an illicit rec drug.
I know a lot of people swear by it, but I've just never been in the room
for
with
its
it.
ability to produce dissociative sensations and hallucinations.
Yeah,
It makes people knocked out, basically, out of it. Anyways, so they were about to give him ketamine, I think. I don't know if they actually did, if it was a joke or what, but they had it. I was just like, man. As soon as they gave him a big whack of fentanyl, and then they were about to give him ketamine, I was like, "Oh shit, I felt too."
You're right. Help!
Do you have another ambulance? No. But anyway, so it was crazy.
So what damage did he do?
So he texted. We didn't know obviously that night, but he texted and said that
Bro, when you told me just the description you gave me,
it was rough.
Because I told you I busted my knee like running down my stairs. Somebody moved one of our like side tables, and it's a wooden one, directly in the center of my kneecap. I hit the corner of that wood table with like the momentum of coming downstairs, and I almost cried in front of my family. Like I had to like
It hurts. Stinger. So he texted and said, torn quadriceps tendon. That's why my thigh was rolled up. Just have to yank it back down, merge it with some mesh, drill a hole through my femur, and run the mesh through the hole to anchor it back in.
Just.
Damn. Anywho, so best weekend. This is my third year in a row to go. I got more out of it. I've never been to a single church sermon, revival, event, anything where I learned more, felt closer to God, and felt like I actually got something out of it. It was amazing, and I hope that I am able to go back next year. It was great. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was the best.
No, that's cool. That's
really
and what's it called again?
But it's called Cave Time USA. Cavetime.org.
Shout out cavetime.org.
But they the whole reason I got this started was because you were talking about your Irish Dan. Well, we have an Irish guy too, and he's hilarious.
They get out of pocket sometimes.
His name's Clinton.
Clint.
Well, we call him the Badger.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he probably earned it.
But he's like fully tatted dude, like, lived a wild life and, found Jesus. And now he is like, I think he runs the Cave Time. Like, I think he's over Cave Time, Ireland.
Aye.
But,
they smoke a
crazy,
spliff.
So Steve always gives him a present every time he comes. Like, so this time Steve gave him Steve loves Invicta watches. It's his thing.
They're dope watches, yeah.
I don't like them because I know that, to my opinion, they're a scam because they claim that they're X amount of value. And,
right.
You can buy pretty much any one of them for $100 or less.
Right.
And I've had one, and it broke so quick, and I was like, pfft. Anyways, not a fan. But some people are. Steve Roper, gotta love him. But he brought him a badass Invicta watch, and he always gives him. Last time he gave him a badass chain. But I was just talking to Clinton, and he was kind of telling me about like what's going on in Ireland.
Yeah, it's
crazy,
a little chaotic.
Do you know? Because I've talked to him about Connor running for president. He stepped down. He's not.
Yeah. He dropped out of it.
Do you realize that that's not even the most powerful man in Ireland? It's an honorary thing. It's like it means dick, basically. It's like he was explaining, like he's like the president of Ireland is basically like right now it's like an old man that's in a wheelchair, and they literally like roll him out during soccer games, and he waves at people, and then like he doesn't really have any power.
Well,
They have a prime minister.
So Ireland has a split government.
He also said that, yeah.
There's a like Northern Ireland has a king. They have like a traditional like king queen type setup, and then I guess regular old Ireland
Under British rule.
Right. It falls under the
Prime Minister.
UK.
Yep. And they have a prime minister that's like their highest. Obviously everything's under the UK still, but like. As far as from where I understood him, Ireland has a prime minister, and that's their most powerful person, is their prime minister. He called the president's role like an honorary thing. He said it's more of an honorary thing. They don't really have that much power. I don't really know.
Well, it's kind of like
I trust him, but you know what's crazy? This is what he said to me, and this is what's wild. He said, "Bro," he said, "I was born and raised in Ireland. It's my home country," and. Obviously, you could tell by talking to him. He's like, "Yeah, you ain't spent a lot of time here."
Right.
He would drop everything and move here in a heartbeat, if he could.
I could see that. I could.
That speaks two things. A, there's not a lot of countries in the world that people, especially from a place like Ireland, who has Irish people are a proud people. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're proud.
Oh, yeah. When one of us goes to war, we all go to war. It says a
lot that someone who is a full-blood Irish is just like, yeah, I would love to move to America. I would if I could. Like, we're just really lucky, bro. That's all. Well, I get so down when, like people start talking, because I don't watch politics. I didn't even know the fucking government was shut down until today. Apparently, it's been shut down for a week.
Yeah.
I don't watch politics anymore. It gets me angry. It gets me fiery mad.
Right.
So I just disconnect from it. And yeah, but it's crazy because when we're really blessed. We're really privileged, man. A lot of people we can talk all the shit we want.
People go to jail for that in the UK.
But that's what he was saying.
Yeah, it's dead ass right now.
It's
like we all you got all these people who. Everybody's got a fucking opinion and everybody's screaming and there's all this hate and division and bullshit. Like, in a lot of the rest of the world, you straight get put in jail for talking
He said the name of the charge. I can't remember, but it's basically
it's like creeping in on like traitor type shit.
Yeah, it's man, damn, I wish I could remember it.
Inciting rebellion.
Something to that effect.
It's close, and
we're so blessed, dude. We have no people. Dude, it's why I get so mad when I hear people that just talk shit about America. It's like, Charlie Kirk said it best, bro. He's like, it's the only country where, we have people in this country that absolutely hate it but refuse to leave. It's like, it's because I think deep down they know that they're full of shit.
It's I saw the lady who wrote the Harry Potter books.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. She shit on Emma Watson. I just kind of like I'm not super versed in this, but I read the comment on it. But essentially during cancel culture at its height, she said some things which. Her having to have her opinion out in the world is also nonsense.
From here, is she? Isn't she British?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just said I've got no clue. It would make sense that she would be though, because every one of her characters is. But there was a period of time where all the Harry Potter actors, like Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, they all came out and kind of denounced things that she was saying publicly.
She was born in Paris. France.
Well, and it was popular to shit on her in Hollywood at a certain point. Well, then that flipped, and now it's cool to be her friend right now because she's standing up for women's rights, and she's kind of I don't know if I would say anti-trans, but slightly. She's we women have worked hard over the last 100 years to have women's rights.
Emma?
J.K. No.
Oh,
J.K.
yeah,
Rowling.
I was about to say. I thought you were saying Emma Watson.
No,
what?
Her stance from which I'm very didn't do a deep dive on this, but what I can tell is her stance is, why are we just giving up women rights when we work so hard for them? But at the time, that was not an okay stance to have in pop culture. And so they all kind of denounced her, Well, now she's got some steam, and it is popular. And I guess Emma Watson put something out like, I'll always have love for her. We had a great time together. She's a great person. And dude, she came out and like blasted her. She was like, oh, now it's okay to be my friend. It's like, yeah.
Cringe.
It's all these Muppets because it's not just America; it's across the board.
We're getting political again.
Dude, we might as well
like
move
3 or
on.
4 times. Damn.
No, Irish Dan. The first place he ever went to in America was Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh shit.
Like you got to think, we're fucking America. Like to your point,
Sure.
Like a lot of the rest of the world, like they grew up daydreaming about going to America someday.
Yeah.
We're, the land of the opportunity, like
Sure.
the home of the free. So for him, he was stoked to be in America.
Girls into Tulsa.
Well, like honestly, you could have went to a lot of shittier places.
100%.
Like Oklahoma, you can say a lot of things about it. We do have.
I'd never want to live anywhere else.
We just have a core
Not to
like
raise a family and
for the most part, decent people. Like there's obviously shitheads, but he, I take this guy because Dan is a fucking high level, like motivated, get shit done guy. He is not about like talking; he's about doing, and big ideas. Like he is very much so a guy that if you want to get something started, like get a company started, and you need a different set of eyeballs on it, he's the guy because he can look at it, pick it apart, and come up with an action plan and attack. And he'll put whether it's a good idea or not. He'll put all of his energy into making it happen, and he'll find a way. And so me and Dan got along great because, like, me and him, we both get shit done people. And I take him to Hooters. We're driving around, and we're trying to get lunch. And he's like, "Can we go to Hooters?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." Like, yeah. And I'm not thinking that this guy might have spent his whole life daydreaming about one day going to Hooters. And he's in America with me going to Hooters, and like he's stoked for it. And I'm on like an energy, like, I guess, like, let's go. Right. And so we go in there and we sit down, and I can just tell like something's off. Like he's just kind of like the fuck. Like I'm like, bro, like, you all right? Like, and he's like, and the waitress comes up and she's like, can I get you guys something to drink? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, hey ma'am, why aren't your tits out? And I'm sitting there like it went from nothing to, oh, like, you can't say that. Like, this is in prime cancel culture. Like right before COVID is when this pops off. Like he literally, I was like, it took me a second to like very thick.
Register what was happening. Yeah.
And she like had no idea what she was like, huh? And I was like, he did playing, like, and she walks off. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, are they not topless? He's like, they spent his whole life daydreaming about going to Hooters one day because it's a hot wing place to all of our Irish fans out there. Unfortunately,
their boobs are not out.
They're not out. They are wearing an outfit.
On top of that,
tops and bottoms.
You're going to feel real urge to tip them very big and try to get their number, and they're going to take that tip. And you're probably still not going to see their boobs. Just an FYI.
Yeah, no, it's not yet. It's
And no, the Hooters waitress was not actually into you.
No, it's the cringiest thing in the world, watching a drunk dude
oh man,
laying game on a Hooters. It's
man.
Like, stop. Don't do it.
Like,
you
bro,
are
just go there. They have phenomenal hot wings. Top 5 favorite hot wing ever,
bro,
in my opinion.
I'll go get carry out hot wings.
Just enjoy the cleavage, and that's all that is. Just cleavage and hot wings, and
Yeah.
both are great.
Dude, I miss
nothing more, nothing less.
There's still one in Oklahoma City, but I miss Twin Peaks so much. Like Twin Peaks, like I loved Twin Peaks mozzarella sticks.
Okay, I agree. They had some good things there.
Well, and I'll never forget.
But like their fried pickles didn't touch.
No. Well, they were spears.
I know.
And no, the pickles sucked. But the mozzarella sticks and the pork nachos were fantastic.
I remember the pork nachos.
And we got to watch. I think almost every time I'd get those. But me and you watched UFC 100 at Twin Peaks, and that's one of those awesome memories.
Jono just texted us and said, I have a friend from the UK who is here right now, and his number one top priority is to go to Hooters.
Dude, I get it. Like that's like, from our point of view, Amsterdam is like the place that, you know, especially before weed got all legal, and that was the place that you could go in the world and legally go smoke weed and, you know, maybe step into the red light district at some point. But the United States, we're cool, but we're not topless Hooters cool.
No.
we're cool, but
They're pretty cool. But yeah.
they do have places for that. You're just, you know, not going to
it's
get
called strip club.
delicious hot wings.
No, but you might get some legs and eggs.
You might get some scrambled eggs, baby. Like that's hilarious,
damn,
dude.
That is so good.
We used to go to the strip club before we were 21.
Yeah, Cloud 9, bro.
Just because you could go in.
Fajita served. They catered legs and eggs, bro. The breakfast at 3 a.m. It was delightful.
Right, good. Well, and I think you had to wait until 3 a.m. Didn't you have to wait until the like alcohol was done serving?
I don't think so. I think that's just when
I
they
might be
served
tripping
because it was open until 4. No, it was at 4, but she would get an hour and a half of breakfast.
And it was good breakfast.
Well, yeah, it was good.
Like they would have biscuits and gravy, bacon,
those potatoes.
Yeah, dude,
Phenomenal.
it was kind of nice. Like
it was good.
You'd be in there sober as all get out.
Well, yeah, because you're getting sobering up because 100%. Oh yeah, bro, that was the jam. I remember when we would like go there after the regular bar. We were smashed, so we'd go to Cloud 9. And you may get there in time to have another couple drinks. And then, you know, you were going to start sobering up. And then you got delicious food to sober up.
Bro, the first time I went to a strip club was Cloud 9.
That was your first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were a part of my full nude first strip club. But I went to Cloud 9, and it was one of those... it was a weird. I remember it was something weird. We had to go at a certain time. I forget what it was. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we literally like pre-gamed before we went. And I was excited. I was nervous. Like went with a buddy. We walk in, and when you walk into this place, you've got like a series of tables, the bars to your right as soon as you walk in, and then you've got to walk about 20 feet before you actually get to like the strip area.
Yeah.
We walk in about 5 feet and then pick a table and sit down because we're like scared, right? So we're sitting there and we're just trying to like, you know, fill the vibe out. We're young. We're surrounded by, you know, a lot of very grown men, a lot of bikers, a lot of Hispanics. And we're sitting around looking. And I'm starting to get a little loose. I'm like, all right, dude, you know, maybe we might move to the next table and get a little closer. And this lady walks by me, and you know she was working, and she walks by, and I lean over and I just made a comment about, you know, she looked good, and so I said out loud to my buddy that she looked good, and then a man sitting at the bar, I mean, immediately stands up and hits me with a, "What did you just say?" And I'm like, "She looks good," and hops up, I mean, ready to kill me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Worst case scenario in your first, you know, trip to a strip club.
100%.
First 15 minutes in, this old man wants to beat me up, and I'm like, oh, dude, like, what did I do? Did I crossed the line somewhere?
Did I break a rule?
Yeah, I was like, oh. And my buddy...
Was it his wife?
Jumps up and is like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And because he's like worked up, bouncer has to come over and is like, "You good, bro?" I'm like, "I think like I'm not trying to do anything. Like I'm fine." And
this guy's probably a regular.
Well, and he's hammered, and my buddy is talking to him, and he's like, "So what's happening?" He's like, "Your piece of shit friend over there made that comment about my wife," and my buddy's like, "Oh, your wife works here." He's like, no. His wife was sitting right next to him. So when I leaned over to make that comment, just in perfect line of sight, the wife was right next to where the lady walking by. And so he thought I just openly disrespected his wife sitting next to him.
I was about to say, bro.
He was talking about that stripper.
The husband was there. I was like, because when I worked at night trips, we had husbands that would come and their wives worked there.
Well, you probably knew what they were getting into.
Right. That's what
You know what I mean?
Like, I remember, like, boyfriends that would come by and they would get irritated Nancy.
I'm
and it would
sure.
be like, bro, why are you, like, leave, dog. Like, if you know your wife or girlfriend's a stripper and you have, some security issues,
Grenade.
you ought not be here when she's working. Her job is to flirt with dudes.
Well, right. And she's buying your Happy Meal later on that morning.
Chill out, bro. You're good.
No, there's not a world where I could live that life. But
No shot.
as soon as he knew that I was actually talking about the stripper, he was like, oh, dude, we're good. And I was like, thank God. Where's my bacon?
Where's my bacon?
I'm ready to eat now.
Wow. Hey, I've got a question.
Talk to me. I shan't.
For 3 weeks,
Fuck.
you have rope-a-doped us
Man, hold on.
into talking about this damn AirFest debacle.
Are you
Stop jacking and finish.
you ready to bust?
I'm-
Is that what you're
Ready
you
to
ready to
buzz,
bust?
man. What the hell? Let's go.
Okay.
How freaking long have we even...
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
do the
get
hot
ready
box?
for the hot box. Yeah, I love it.
We bring you the OKCTL Hot Box Report. Oh my God. That's the controlled Hot Box Report.
Boom. Man, I love that. Okay. So I do want to preface. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. So this isn't really going to get delivered exactly how I wanted it, but I want to make it very, very clear because there is a lot of negative shit going on with this whole subject, and we by no means are taking a side on this. It's one of those things that I looked into it a little bit, and I'm trying to understand both sides of the spectrum on it because, nobody wakes up the villain. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody lives their day-to-day life, or not. There's probably some assholes out there, but
Loki does.
right, yeah, he's, a perm ass. But even he ended up being good. I know you stopped kind of watching a lot of the Marvel stuff, but ultimately he's the savior of the universe. You got to watch the Loki show. It's fantastic. But
I'll never believe it.
so I don't think there is only ill intent with how a lot of this stuff played out.
Sure.
I mean, it's at a certain point, I think you do got to look within your system and realize why everybody has got this
Saying
opinion.
the same shit.
You're right. Because the way that it keeps getting relayed. So let me kind of line it out. This is in reference to OK AirFest that went on.
Carry Chronic.
So Chronic Docs, where you can get your patient card. They do like the patient.
That's who I've used every single time.
No, you shout the company out every time. Like when people call and ask you who they should use.
Well, people have gotten mad at me for saying that too, because they're like, "Man, fuck the people that own that," and I'm like, "Dog, it's just $25 rec card. No, it happens quick. They're pretty good." I will say they did piss me off this last time. They screwed me, but they eventually made it right. I will say that. But
Well, and that's
took fucking 2 months, damn near.
they're spinning a lot of plates, it seems, and because they have Chronic Docs. They put on Chronic Palooza, which we were a part of one of those.
Wait, isn't Chronic Palooza done?
Yeah. It's because that's when I worked. I say worked with him. I dealt with Wally on a spot we were trying to get there, and we did a little horse trading, which was cool. Like they're not a traditional type of owner operator. Like they'll think outside the box, and they also run a like an entertainment management company. Like they manage a couple artists, like hip hop performers, and it looks like the intent was to bring a air show to El Reno, Oklahoma, and it really looked cool. Like they had like, I don't know what you call it, but you sit in it, and it's got like a fucking like a set of wings. Like you basically, it's got a little fan motor on the back, and you can drive it.
Paraglider.
Is that what it is? A paraglider? So they had people with paragliders. They were taking people on helicopter rides. It was like basically like air show stuff. Like, and I think they had other stuff planned, like maybe like some planes doing tricks or stunt shows.
Were the Blue Angels going to be there?
Probably not. You know, they're pretty legit. But
were you saying that some? What are you saying by that?
I'm saying this, you know, was kind of pieced together, and so I think they had a bunch of bad shit going against them when they went this. Like, I know the first day of the event, the wind was really like heavy. Like they had really strong wind, and that prevented a lot of things from going on. So that hurt them. The problem that I'm seeing, and kind of how I picked this apart, is this made the news on several 100%. Different news networks, and not because it was a great show.
Yeah, no, 100%.
They had over 100 vendors. I think it was like pretty close to 150 vendors between inside the event center and then outside. I know the inside guys were paying like $100 to $200 a spot. Like, everybody paid up to $300 for a booth spot to be there. The vendors were, like, a majority of the vendors were pissed because there was no foot traffic. And so they planned.
That's pretty much all I've heard so far about this. So just not to cut you off, but all I've pretty much heard is that nobody really showed up, and the biggest bitch is that the vendors paid to be there and effectively got nothing in return.
Well, and they paid, from their point of view, a premium price. So a lot of these vendors, this is what they do. They have a family owned, like a business. They make something. They have food. They travel event to event.
There are people that just do event. Yeah, they just do events. Like, that's their whole thing.
Like the Saturday markets, you know, every town puts on. Like, a lot of these people are going to, like, selling their jewelry or, you know, whatever. So that, you know, $100 to $300 price tag for that, like, that's comparing to other events, that's an expensive tag. So.
Oh, really?
The way that was justified, at least, you know, we don't know. I don't know. I'm just, you know, the
this
way
is all hearsay.
It has been relayed, is they had pre-sold thousands of tickets leading up to the event. So that's how all these different individual vendors felt like, okay, like, they pre-sold a bunch of tickets, so there's gonna be a ton of people there. Like, this was supposed to be, it was relayed to them, this is first time this has ever happened in Oklahoma. This is going to be historic. Like, this is, you guys make a lot of your products because you're going to sell them. Like, there's going to be a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah.
And apparently that wasn't the case.
Damn.
And this is Mr. Wally Lawrence and Carrie Lawrence. They're a married couple.
A.K.A. Carrie Chronic.
Carrie Chronic. They do have a TV channel on Roku TV.
Roku TV.
Chronic TV.
Chronic TV, yeah.
Something like that.
It's funny because before I was ever in the cannabis industry, they had that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If it's the one I'm thinking of, which I'm so I don't remember, but back when I had my apartment, I had a Roku TV for the first time.
Uh-huh.
They had a 24/7 weed channel. And it was I think it was theirs. I think.
Bro.
Now, if they got into the cannabis when Oklahoma started, then maybe it wasn't them. But if they're from another state, like a lot of people are, I think I seen it. I've never been like into weed for
right. Not watching TV.
But when I observed that there was a 24/7 weed channel, I was like, well, I gotta check that out.
That's badass.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just to say you have your own channel is pretty sick. But
Yeah, that's kind of a flex.
Yeah, no, and they flex it. They do flex it. So all these people are pissed off because there's nobody shows up to this event. From the guys who put it on, their perspective is it was because of the weather.
Okay.
That nobody shows up to this thing, and they keep saying that everybody only griped about the first day. So by Sunday, they were giving away free tickets. Like, because in the price tag to get into this thing, day one was like something like $50 to $80 a person to come in to like walk around.
Woof.
Yeah, right. They're in El Reno, Oklahoma, which is fairly close to Oklahoma City. But you're still on the outs a little bit, and the weather's not great, and you have a high price tag. There were.
How far is El Reno from Oklahoma City?
It's close enough when I go see people in Oklahoma City. I go see
33-minute drive, bro.
Yeah, so it's not Oklahoma City, but it's close.
Yeah, but that's damn.
So they have got people asking for refunds. They've got people. I mean, they're absolutely, because you got to think a lot of these like mom and pop vendors. They had no reason to not believe them when they say they had pre-sold all these tickets. And so they make all this, a lot of this stuff, it's all perishable, type things. And it costs money to do this. So a lot of these people are like, we lost so much money. We had to pay the booth spot. We overmade stuff that we're not going to be able to sell. A lot of it's going to go bad. Y'all screwed us. Like, we believed you because we're used to working with professionals when we do these different events. And you guys, set this insanely high expectation and it completely fell through. The problem that I kind of have with it is there's been zero accountability taken, which here's the thing. When you throw a Hail Mary and you miss, I mean, you had to take the shot, right? So It's one of those things like when you have this much, people that are upset and want, refunds or money back, like,
be real hard to give it all back.
It's tough, and so I do get that, and I totally understand, because once you give in and say we messed up,
then it's a problem.
Then you're fucked,
committed.
and you're well, and I mean I would imagine they're not out of the woods when it comes to litigation, like, because I mean a lot of people feel like they got really screwed over, and the issue I take when I look at this, and I put myself, like, if I'm a vendor who kind of fell into this trap,
I'd be hot.
And if you came at me, even privately, because everybody wants to be public and do all this publicly, and said, hey man, I never intended for you to lose money on this. We lost money on this. If you came to me human to human, there's a world where I would, we lost on this one, time to move on.
Yeah, but can I just say, that's you and me. There's a lot of people that if they did that, they would go public about it.
Oh, dude, they have. They have.
That's what I'm saying. And so I'm not like, because I doubt that I may be wrong, but I doubt that they did do that to anybody. I doubt they went human to human with anybody and be like, hey man, we fucked up. We didn't. Well,
they offered, so it was kind of like,
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Well, and that's what I want to be, as fair as I can be, because we don't know. And for me, it's real simple. Like, at least, like, the way my brain looks at it, if you truly did pre-sell all those tickets and the people who bought those tickets didn't show up because of the weather, that's provable. You can show your ticket sales. Like, if that's me and I put on this event and it, people just didn't show up because it was such bad weather, but look, I sold 1,500 tickets a couple weeks leading into the event. I would put that on social media and say, 100%. Look, guys, I tried. Like, these people just for whatever reason didn't show up. But instead they said that. And I mean, from as far as I can see, I don't think they pre-sold thousands of tickets.
So that's what I was about to say. Now, maybe, just maybe, they did sell all those tickets, and they don't want to post it because they don't want people to see, hey, that's a lot of money. You can afford to pay me back. And I know, and you probably know, that that's probably not the case because they probably had other expenses they had to pay.
It gets thicker.
But what I was about to say is where I'm at with this, just from an outsider looking in, which once again, we don't have an opinion on this at all.
We have opinions. We don't know nothing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we
don't
can have
know
an opinion on it, right?
Yeah.
But like, we don't give like
we don't have a dog in this
we
fight.
don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
Like, we just get to hear it. I will say, I personally feel like if they lied about the amount of tickets they sold, they deserve to get the pantsuit off of them.
Dog, that's kind of where to me, it's so simple.
If they didn't lie about it and they actually did pre-sale that and the people didn't show,
That's life.
that's life, and they shouldn't be held responsible for that.
Bro, The Rock just did a movie where he portrays Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine. It opened last Friday. They spent $50 million on that movie before marketing. And in the last 2 weeks, he's been on every podcast. Mark Kerr has, The Rock has. Dude, it made, I think, $5 million. Like, it's the by far the lowest amount of money The Rock's ever made in an opening weekend, The Smashing Machine. And apparently it's a pretty damn good movie. Just nobody went and watched it.
Can I just say, I this is probably going to sound stupid, but I think The Rock's a great actor.
Oh, dude.
I love a lot of his movies. Like,
Dude, I'm in on John Cena, too. Oh, dude.
I think John Cena's a good actor, too. 100%.
I got talked into watching the Peacemaker show. In the first episodes, I was like, dude, this is dumb.
Oh, that's a show.
Bro.
I thought that was a movie.
No, so he plays Peacemaker on Suicide Squad 2. That's where he introduces.
Is it a DC comic hero?
Yeah. And then they turned his character into a show on HBO. Bro, I'm literally on season 1 finale right now. Like it's
good.
Season 2, the finale airs this Thursday.
Could me and Samantha start watching it with no knowledge of DC Comics history
Absolutely.
and enjoy it?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
It's so dumb. Like, because his character he's dumb, but
he does that well.
It gets real. So like it goes from dumb, like silly to dumb, to holy shit so fast that it's great. Like it hooked me. Like I didn't want to watch it after the first episode. I was like, this is dumb.
What is this Smashing Machine movie supposed to be based on?
So The Rock is playing Mark Kerr. Mark, the Smashing Machine Kerr, was a UFC tournament champion back in the very beginning of the UFC.
That's actually him.
Yeah. And The Rock, I mean,
Damn, Rock does a good.
Dude,
He looks. I mean,
does it great.
see the similarity.
Well, and he
Even the skin tone.
The reason they make the movie, because we know the UFC, we're big fans. He does it great, but the reason this movie was made is in 2002, a documentary dropped called "The Smashing Machine," and this crew asked Mark Kerr to make a documentary so they could see behind the scenes of MMA. And in the middle of them trying to do that, they discovered Mark Kerr was a drug addict. I mean, openly shooting up.
What kind of drugs?
Like pain, like
opiates. And
stuff. Very, very addicted to opiates. I mean, like by the time they do an intervention on him, like he's pulling needles. I mean, from like all underneath his bed, all behind his computer desk. Like he's literally shooting up all day and just tossing the needle wherever it goes. And he had a very toxic relationship with his wife at the time. But the documentary turns into a drug abuse documentary when it was meant to be a behind the scenes of MMA. So it's a crazy documentary. I started watching it a week ago. It was wild. Like it's great. But the problem is nobody knows who Mark Kerr is. So there wasn't if they would have had a Chuck Liddell, I bet you a lot more people would have showed up. But
I'll be honest, Doc, I don't know who Mark Kerr is. Yeah,
I'm a diehard. I'm a hardcore fan.
You only know because
I
of this.
knew the name, but there's not on any type of legend list in my brain.
Was he worthy of being on a legend list?
I mean, he was he can say he was a UFC heavyweight champion at some point.
Maybe I missed it. I apologize. I was looking something up. why did they make the movie? Because the documentary dropped and that they found out that he was a drug addict. That's what the documentary was kind of about?
Yes. It went from being something that was supposed to be a sports documentary to being like a very real.
Have you watched the movie yet?
No. I've watched the documentary. I haven't watched the movie.
Do you get it on your do you have the ability to go to the
It's
movie
not available
theater
yet.
and watch it?
Not yet. Whenever
In
it's
your house?
available on digital streaming.
There we go.
Yeah. It'll be real. Yeah. I
Basically, I was
be
trying to figure out if on your illegal ass internet. Or your illegal. No, can I just tell you something? I learned something at the fair.
What?
So okay, remember when I texted you the day that I was gone and I went to the fair and I asked you about your cable?
Uh-huh.
Do you know why?
No. I sent you the list.
I'm gonna blow your mind.
What?
Now, here's the thing. I guess actually, you know what? I shouldn't even say because I could be looking stupid. It is my understanding. So there are companies that they sell these boxes, and it's like any TV channel you want, blah blah blah, right? We know people that has them. So those things are there's companies that have been around for several years. Same company that sells and manages those, right?
Uh-huh.
Obviously, there's a million little ones too, right? But like, there's like some. Obviously, they're never going to be like Fortune 500 companies, but like very big companies. They've been doing it for a long time. They've been around for 10 years, right? From what I understand, in the little bit of research that I've done, apparently the way they get away with it is that you're only breaking the federal law if you record it and sell it. Allegedly.
If you're just the middleman streaming it?
Allegedly, there's a loophole in the system that prevents them from prosecuting people that are streaming. Now, there are some other things that you can get in trouble with doing streaming stuff.
The guy who does
specifically
Crackstream.
with sports.
Remember Crackstream.io?
Yeah.
They just arrested his ass 2 weeks ago.
Okay, maybe this is anyway. From what I understand, apparently with like specific sports and like certain companies that have certain things. I don't know. Anyways, but allegedly, like with the whole like TV and movie and stuff like that, these companies get away with it because the loophole is streaming it, and that's why none of them offer any type of DVR. Now they don't have to because now everything is basically on demand.
Right.
But from the way I understand it, that's where if you're the middleman, because these companies that sell it, they're not the ones that are cracking the stream. They get it from somebody who does. They basically source it. Someone does. Some people just do single like stations or single things, and they just source it from them and basically get a live feed from it. But anyways, yeah.
We derailed. We're
Hot Box
100%.
Report. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so
It's fascinating.
Carrie Chronic, okay, AirFest. Everybody's pissed off, and if you do the quick math on it, with the amount of vendors that bought spots, it's you're around $30,000 to $40,000.
How many vendors was it?
It was 100 to 150.
That's a big spread.
Yeah, from $100 to $300 a spot, 100 to 150 vendors.
So how much? 100 to 150 a spot?
100 to 300 on a spot.
Oh shit. Okay.
But these guys don't have a ton of foot traffic. They're pissed off about it. They've got the news coming out. So the news interviews Carrie, and I think Wally was in it too. One thing that I guess it turned into, because they were, fighting to get people to show up to this event Saturday and Sunday because of the Friday turnout. Well, they used to put on Chronic Palooza, and while they had an OK AirFest page, on the Chronic Palooza page from back when they were putting on the Chronic Palooza events, they were essentially boosting that there was a Chronic Palooza comeback at this OK AirFest. And when they were on the news brought it up, and it kind of caught them off guard. They were like, Oh no, we weren't doing that. And,
Oh yeah, I heard about it. And then the lady showed him, like,
Yeah.
"Look, but here it is." And then
and
she
she's
was
like,
"Oh,
didn't even know that page was still running. But because what happened, and they have this on camera somewhere, but at a certain point, I'm not saying it's them because I don't know, but weed was getting passed out. And
heard.
all these, a lot of these vendors do not do cannabis events, or they never have done a cannabis event.
and apparently are kind of bothered by the fact
Very
that
bothered. Well, they've got children there,
yeah.
and so this turned in for them it was kind of like they're trying to get incentivize people to come out, and there was a lot it turned into our kind of crowd, not a family friendly state fair kind of crowd. It was more of a cannabis event crowd Saturday and Sunday, and that really like turned a lot of people off.
Well, yeah. Plus, and I'm not just talking shit, but like a lot of those type of people, the cannabis people, they don't really spend money.
I mean, that's
I'm gonna say it.
It's tough. You know what I mean? Tough.
Think about it. It's like, it's not me talking shit about the cannabis industry. I'm in the cannabis industry. It's that a lot of people that are like, we're weed people, man. Like, they're younger or immature, or they just kind of ain't got a lot of shit going on for them, right?
Well, and if you're selling arts and crafts,
I'm not talking about cannabis users. A lot of people use cannabis. Rich people, but I'm saying, like, as far as like the culture of like going to cannabis events,
right?
A lot of those people are not extremely, wealthy people,
right? Well, and they're just in a different
people got
lane
shit to do.
Because if you're selling
Right.
crocheted stuffed animals,
Yeah.
like you just don't give a shit to buy that, and so it went from that, and
Pipes,
then
bongs, food.
one of the rebuttals from them, because it was we pre-sold a lot of tickets, and then it came out that they were, I think they were giving away a bunch of tickets before the show, and so they were giving away tickets and turned it into they pre-sold tickets.
Oh no!
Right. So maybe, however that was relayed to these vendors, because they were, I guess, giving out tickets at gas stations and doing all this stuff. Well, so come to find out, like after, a couple days after the event, like into the next week, because of all the hate that they were getting and all the people that were mad, like and I watched this video, she posted a video saying that, because all this hate, it took away from the event. People didn't show up because everybody started hating on it and felon shaming, because they were former convicted felons. Back in 2009, they got arrested and convicted for running this utility bill scam on Craigslist. Mm-hmm. They were essentially like putting ads out there that they could get your utility bill taken care of. And I don't know exactly how it worked, but they got in trouble for it. And
This was
Carrie and Wally,
wow,
and then one other person went to jail with them. But they were saying that, all these people are felon shaming them because, they're former convicted felons. Which, here's the thing. I mean, I didn't see one post of somebody saying, you felons, like, you felons did dirty. Like, it's like, nah, man, if you do a bunch of bad business, like, ultimately, you're going to get shit on. And so they put out there that they couldn't pay their staff that worked the event because they didn't have any money. And then they blame it on. So when you do an event in a town, there's grants that exist that if you're going to bring a bunch of commerce to a town, like if they're going to come eat at the restaurants, get hotel rooms, like if you're going to bring money to a town, you can go to that town's like government office and apply for and apply for a grant, and they'll give you money to help you.
Wow.
Which
So
I looked
did they
into
do
it.
that?
So the way it works, because I really looked into it, because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I didn't know that it was even a thing. The way it works typically is, like, let's say the number is $10,000 that the local town government's going to give you. They'll give you half before the event, and then they'll give you the other half after they can verify that it was a successful event and it brought money to the town. And if it didn't do that, then they're not going to give you that other half. And they had gotten the first part of it, and she put this like 15-minute video out of her talking to this person from El Reno's like Chamber of Commerce, and just kept on like hammering them because like I can't pay my staff because you're not giving me the second, part of this grant that we're owed. And then he hits her with like, well, there's a bill on here that, for IMSA to be there just in case an accident happened. They had to pay them. And there was a couple other things. But I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, there's no shot that payroll should ever be factored into a grant given to you, right? Like, that's crazy. Like, your ticket prices, your pre-sale prices, your vendor booth spots, like if you employ people to work for you, number one, you should have a date in which they're going to be paid regardless of how your thing turns out. Like that's something that like I would never
people. I bet it's not like they're probably not like all the time employees. They're probably
no. I bet they just worked that event. But just imagine being somebody that worked all weekend at a shit show and didn't get paid for it. Which I don't know if they ever did get paid. I never saw the resolution of that. I don't know if they got the second part of the grant. I don't know if their employees got paid. But to me, it's kind of a fucking cop out. Like if I worked for you all weekend, you're gonna pay me. Like that's crazy. And then for you to blame it on a freebie that you were supposed to get, like no. Like no. Like I would imagine they didn't make much. They weren't making a ton of money per hour, but I felt like that was crazy wrong. So I'm like, you don't take any responsibility. You immediately blame the turnout of the event, first on the weather, then on the hate and the negativity, and then you can't pay your people. And then the funniest part about it is after the fact, they're not giving refunds to any of the vendors, but they're offering on their Roku channel or on their social media to run ads for them. Yeah, to do shout outs for them. And then, because, bro, every day for a fucking month, she's on there going to war with people, just putting video after video. There's a video of someone fucking fighting her in an office going around the internet. But then she shared her, Facebook will show you your views and all the movement on your account. She shares, and her number goes from like, you see the chart, it's like here, and then it shoots up like Mount Everest. She's like, look at all this engagement we got, like we've got all this. I'm like, hey man, like you got a lot of negative clout. Like if I've got a serious company or business or brand or product, like they say all
publicity is good publicity, but there's
a line, right? Like line. It's like for you to go through all this shit and then to be like, yeah, look at us, we're the shit. It's like,
is there a world where we get her on the show?
No, I reached out. I did. So I was kind of, I hit her up immediately and was like, hey, we'd love to have have you on the show, because we're not here to we're not going to dog you. I would absolutely give you your opportunity to answer the questions I'm asking. Yeah,
but here's the thing: if they see this episode, there's a low chance they're going to go on. Even though we haven't said
I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. 100%. Like it's one of those things where if I get it, you're defensive. Like you're in defense mode. You're like they're getting threats. Like their kids are having to see this stuff. It's fucked up. Like it's. Sure. I get being defensive, but sometimes. I feel like if you look at the situation, it becomes very easy to ask a couple questions, and if you can't answer those questions, you're wrong from my perspective. Yeah. Like if you can't answer a couple simple questions,
there's not a world where if they couldn't just remove themselves from the situation for a minute and look at it and think, at the very least, yeah, I can see why everybody's upset.
Well,
even if you're not owning it, at least be able to see, I understand why there's so many people upset.
Dog, so I did, which I
know. Nobody. If there's not a reason for people to be upset, you don't just get a massive group of people at one time
Right.
complaining about the same shit.
And then she's like, lighting the fire because she's like, all these Karens out there talking all this stuff. You guys are felon shaming. You guys are racist. You guys,
poorly handled.
it's all like cop out type stuff. And it's like, and then I saw, bro, because there's a few people that are going savage. A couple people used to work for her that are going hard. When you look at, there's a history apparently, like. There's a mall in Oklahoma City.
That's what I've heard of a lot of this. I've heard that there's
Crossroads, I think. Crossroads Mall.
Yeah, that used to be the big mall.
So
I think it still is, isn't it?
I saw. Well, it's not open. So it got shut down years ago. And this is something somebody else shared this, but apparently they were saying they were going to buy the Crossroads Mall. And then they started pre-selling storefronts inside the Crossroads Mall.
God, bro.
And apparently people got fucked on that deal. And then in the middle of that, they got hooked into this arena football league. And they were bringing the Oklahoma Rangers to Oklahoma City at the Crossroads Mall. And allegedly they had like up to 80-something football players who are, a lot of these guys are, coming right out of college or, had dreams of being in the NFL, and they were charging these people money to come try out for this Oklahoma Rangers. And I saw this, it was like an article from a few years back that they came out and said that they got scammed, that this arena football league like wasn't a real thing or didn't exist. And judging, because I don't know the resolution of any of these things, but judging by the way they handled this situation, it's hard for me to imagine that they were giving out refunds then, because the way it looks to me is they're very willing to take your money before their whatever plan happens. But once that falls through, which it looks like several of these things have, they are very quick to blame it on every fucking thing else but poor planning or poor business acumen. It's like, guys, at a certain point, like, everybody else can't be the asshole forever.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's like, what's Cat Williams that said it? He's like, or maybe, I can't remember. Some comedian was like, if someone calls you crackhead for 30 years,
you're
probably a fucking crackhead. Like, yeah.
It's, well, and I don't know anything. Only they know, and the people they've done business with.
Jesus knows.
But I've got, I think you stand on this too, an open invitation. Like, if you listen to this and you think we're the assholes or we're completely out of pocket and wrong, tell us. Like
100%.
Because I think if you either with us or on your own made a video addressing these like questions that, like, I didn't just make these things up.
Yeah.
Like, I found these.
Anybody watching this, not just Carrie and Wally, if anybody watching this has long history with these people, worked for them at any point, or has seriously good information,
like, legit,
please reach out. We would love to hear it. Not saying we're going to put you on the show, but we might.
Well, yeah, if it's juicy enough. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, one of two things is happening. Either Carrie and Wally are getting wrongfully shit on.
Yeah.
And that sucks. And that's not right. And that shouldn't happen.
I just really feel like that's not what's happening.
Well, I mean,
I feel like it's not. But we'll see.
It could, there's a path
where that could be
the case.
Absolutely.
Or
they could have been wrong all these times, and this one be something that's truly not their fault and just got shit on because people looked into the past and,
right,
like she said, the felon shaming, maybe that was what's going on here. Or they're wrong.
Well, and I put all this into Breezy in my chat bot.
It's one of the two, though.
And he said something. He was like, in summary, make sure you get an OSBI background check. I was like, you felon shaming piece of shit AI. Yeah. Like, it don't matter that he's a felon before. No, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, just be careful who you do business with. Like if something feels off or smells off, like don't do it. Like
you know what's crazy is, bro, is that there's not much that those vendors could have done.
No, I mean,
like ultimately all they could have done was look up their the names that their people they're dealing with, Carrie and Wally, and seen things in the past and go, I'm going to choose not to go to that show. That's really it. There's no way they could have known if it was going to be a good show or not.
No, it kind of falls in in my brain. I mean, obviously, it falls on the people who put on the show, but
Yeah.
to me, whoever signed off on it is kind of the asshole. Like whoever in El Reno was like, this is a great idea. We're going to rent out our convention center space because this is going to bring our town a lot of money. Maybe next time do a little bit more research on the
100%.
people you're bringing
I'm
in.
tracking with you. Yeah.
If you spend 10 minutes on Google, you find like issue after issue after issue of different things because we're out of time. Like we kind of got to wrap, but
But I've got some closing stuff I got to talk about real quick.
It's one of those things where do a little bit of research before
100%.
you bring in a groundbreaking, record-shattering, once in a lifetime event to your town. That's all I got. Yeah.
Man, all right. So I'm glad that we talked about that, and I'm sure we're going to touch on this again.
I got to leave here in about 5 minutes.
Well, this will be very quick. Just ask my wife. So, that's where you should have. Anyways, next thing is on the next episode, I intend to have a much better update on State Question 837. I'm going to talk to Jed and get an idea of where we're at with the signatures and what happens from here. And that is a part of the plan. I was going to try to do it this time, but it just didn't work out because I've had a busy weekend.
Go sign. If you're a registered voter, please.
I have not talked to Jed, and I don't know how good it's going, but I have heard a few things online, basically, that were from a few perspectives, we may not be doing great on the signatures. Now, I'm going to confirm that with Jed, but guys, go sign.
November
Register
1st.
to vote, and then go sign the damn petition.
It's really easy to if you Google.
It's so easy.
Register to vote Oklahoma.
It's free.
Boom, you can do it.
Right. That's all I've got.
November 1st is the deadline. So
It's the deadline.
Don't let us down. If you have friends or family who
need
make a living in this world,
We need it.
we need it bad.
Don't let my children starve. Or Shane's. He's got 10 of them.
10 of them. There's a lot of mouths.
Well, do you have anything else?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, then,
You're Brandon.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Shane.
He's Shane. And we're the
We are-
control.
Burr. Control burn. We out.